Sorry for taking a month off. Life is hectic and yada yada. But we back on the grind. We out here. First and foremost, off top, thank you DaVinci Resolve for having your free program be able to do all the things that I need to do. As long as you keep it that way, I'll be around for quite a while. Hello, DaVinci Resolve. Goodbye, Adobe Premiere. Editing is the only thing that I can get lost in. Everything else that I do, my ADHD is too strong and I have a hard time sitting there and focusing. But for some reason, whenever I get into an edit, I can look up and, well, there's no more daylight out, or, a couple hours have passed. For a little bit over a decade, I've been able to edit in Adobe Premiere. Nowadays, when I was going to film school, they let me have a lifetime subscription that ended the day that I left film school, but So now we're out here editing this video in DaVinci Resolve, learning a bunch of new keyboard shortcuts, a bunch of editing methods, coloring, etc.
Blown away that editing is one, not things that a lot of people like to do. It is very tedious, to be fair. And two, that not only when you go to film school, they only have like one class on it, but most people didn't find it imperative to their narrative.
Adobe Premiere was relatively intuitive and let me learn the basics, and maybe less than the basics. I was initially just putting all of the footage in the timeline, and then like a sculpture, I suppose, chipping it down, and a day later I'd have something. It wasn't until I went to film school where I learned you can do in and out, amongst a variation of editing techniques. Walking backwards so you can see the sun. That's crazy. But yeah, editing. It is somehow, I feel like in editing you have control. And I'm not usually one for control, but as someone who, again, went to film school and learned about fucking 3-act structures and Save the Cat and all these story elements, I always seem to, probably to my own detriment, fight back against those supposedly techniques. And I think it just means I'm a bad storyteller, and humans clearly love storytelling. But alas, that's how my brain works. I've started doing DaVinci Resolve, and it's working out great. I'm at the position as an editor where I was able to learn how to adjust most of my keyboard shortcuts, and I'm probably back to like 70-80% of the editor that I was. Editing causes me great joy, and I can't wait to unlock creative expression in an intentional way instead of a stream of conscious. Not that I think stream of conscious is bad, but I would like to provide something other than just my daily thoughts. Maybe something a little bit more timeless. I don't know. It's been a great couple years, Adobe. I appreciate your services, but I'm moving on to a new fling. Ooh. Trespassing, keep out. Danger, danger. If I were to teach editing, I wonder what would be my main philosophy, or what I would, try to emphasize for my non-existent students. Motherfucking editing, y'all. Fucking do that shit. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you sometime.